I turn that?
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for a former legend, it's Herschel Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was brought down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
Play action. Now Griffin. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Griffin. Steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nnamdi Asomugha. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
A first carry now for Reggie Bush. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They go play action with Montana. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bush. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 29-yard
They go play action. Griffin. And this is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
1 yard to go.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And a Cowboy first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Rolling to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bush. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
By number 25. He was taken down by Brian Dawkins.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Montana completes it to the tight end Kittle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Play action. It's Montana. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 2nd down, it's Bush. And some room to maneuver. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Reggie Bush, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now for the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Walker. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll run now with Walker. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Herschel Walker, 67 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets it up past the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
36-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take it. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
And he's going to go down again.
Joe Montana sack.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Shotgun. Here's Montana. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Griffin. On the screen, it's Herschel Walker. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He was was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nnamdi Asomugha. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They will look to throw. Montana. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Montana. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ricky Jackson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll run it with Bush. down right around the 25.
The ball carried by...
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Montana to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is the classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Cowboy.
Now Griffin on 1st down, being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 35. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 1st down, Griffin rolling to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rob Woodson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Montana. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Man open, Rice. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big third down play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Bush, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's 4th down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Now they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
From midfield now, here's Griffin, dancing to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Flushed out right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter pass.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Niners take over first.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. On first down, they stick with Bush. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Niners 10,
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Hey, hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the